Welcome back, guys. Today I want to talk about that your market or your location that you're working in, it's a product of the environment. And I'm going to explain. Now, being a town that I live in, of when I moved in 6 years ago, when it was about 35,000 people, and now it's up to 80,000. And the roads are the same, the lanes are the same amount of supermarkets, the same amount of automotive service, the same everything. With the exception, they opened up a new Taco Bell and one extra automotive service, which pretty much it doesn't make a difference. And they open up let's say a Carl's Jr. that nobody goes to anymore, because they're running it like a circus. So it's pretty much the same. The supermarkets, did they expand it to put more aisles, shelves, storage? No, it's the same structure. Where I'm going with this is especially with Instacart. Now with Instacart, if the customer does or asks for a refund, they'll take $1 out of the tip of the customer without the customer's knowledge. They're saying that they're doing it for, what was the reason? Some kind of transparency or to prevent tip baiting. That's Instacart. Yes, but you're taking it out of the customer's tip without the customer's knowledge. And then they give you a bad rating of the items that get refunded. We try to do as much as we can with substitutions, but sometimes even with substitutions, the customer replies back and says that the customer wishes to get this item refunded instead of the substitution. So we get the whammy for no reason. Now, the distribution centers, you can ask, let's say, I want 40 items of each of these items, 40 each, if they have it. If they don't have it, they're going to send you 30 or 20. An example would be, I want, from the Pringles, I want 30 of the barbecue Pringles. At the end of the day, if they only have 15, that's all they're going to send. So whatever they put in, they don't always get the same amount. And on top of that, they have no room if they want to order more. So when it was 35,000 people, they weren't running out that quick because the less population. Now it's more than double. Obviously, there's going to be substitutions. Obviously, there's going to be refunds. Guaranteed. You can imagine now, it's the same two supermarkets that were here, and it's still the same now today, from 35,000 to 80,000 people now, and the supermarkets are exploding with customers. This year especially, they made a killing, the supermarkets. They made a killing because of the economy. People going to the supermarkets like it's no tomorrow. Do you see these customers adapting? Then they don't adapt. People talking about adapting and adapting and adapting. The customers do not want to adapt. An example will be like, let's say you go to the Pop-Tarts. They got chocolate, vanilla, cherry, strawberry. But what's the main flavor that the customers want in this location? And it might apply to other locations as well. It's the strawberry. What can you substitute that with if it runs out? Maybe cherry would be the next one. The customer rejects it. They don't adapt and say, okay, we know the situation, that we have more than double the population. We'll put that in, a strawberry, but if they don't have it, we'll accept something else. It's either that, what they want, or nothing. Period. Now, if there's another brand of Pop-Tarts, and it's strawberry, that runs out like crazy. Why? Because the customers are going there, they're seeing that the main one or the main brand that they want is running out. What do? They attack the substitutions. By the middle of the day, you go in there and it's all empty. Just like with eggs. I had an order to go pick up the store brand eggs. The whole shelf, wall to wall, gone. All gone. The eggs disappeared. Why? Because they don't have more room to stack double the amount of eggs for more than double the population now. They're running out of items quick. We have more shoppers. Same supermarkets. Same room. They didn't expand anything. So how is this going to run? It's not going to run well. And that's in the city. The city has these issues. They should not expand if we don't have the infrastructure. But they're going along, and the only thing that they're doing is building homes, and that's it. No new businesses, no new schools, no new automotive services, no more grocery stores. I mean, how are these people going to live? It's crazy. Obviously, there's going to be refunds constantly. And on top of that, with this economy, they don't want to tip you on Instacart too. They want to tip you $2 too. And I see sometimes offers for 35, 40 items. I have no issue doing them. I have an issue doing them here because I know that I'm going to have to do at least 5 or 6 refunds. And they're going to deduct $5 to $6 out of the pay. So it's like, what's the point? The pay is low as it is. And I know there's going to be 5 to 6 items refunded. So even though the pay is low, they're going to deduct another $5, $6 because of the refunds. Why should I go ahead and pick this big, large order? I'm not. Location is the key. If I'm at a location, I know that there's enough for everybody, and every day you don't keep running out and have to refund. Well, let's say the customer asks for refund, and that's not what's happening, and you're in a different market and a different location, I can work with that. I have no issue. I have no problem with it. Location is the key. And maybe some people that's saying that they're not seeing these issues because they don't have the problems that this area has. But the ones that do complain, there are similarities to what I'm talking about here. They live in almost identical situations or areas or locations that I am right now. Was it always like this? No, I worked in other areas. The stock of the supermarkets and everything was abundant. And less issues with refunds and less issues of trying to find things. That's what it comes down to. But since they're nationwide, Instacart is nationwide, just like all the apps are nationwide, how are they going to keep track of each location of the in and outs of what's going on? They can't. So they put in the burden on the driver. And what Instacart is doing is wrong. When an item gets refunded, let the customer make the decision, not you, for the customer without their knowledge. That is wrong on every level. because we have issues here with distribution. They can't get enough items to come down. Double the population, same room, same aisles. There's no more room to fit extra items for the extra population. There's no more room. There isn't. So they got the same room they had 6 years ago. They have the same room now. So where are they going to put all this stuff, even if they had to order extra? Well, let's say even if they could, because the nearby towns are expanding as well. That's why distribution centers cannot keep up. Whatever they get, that's it. This is wrong on every level, guys. To get an understanding of why some people are having a hard time in certain markets. When I was doing it in New York, I didn't make any videos saying that, oh, I couldn't find this, I couldn't find that. Oh, they ran out of this, ran out of that. I didn't have those issues. It's just there's some locations that have difficulties. They have problems. And it's not necessarily the driver, because we all, on the content creators channels on YouTube, we like to bash one another, driver versus driver. And they want to present their experience in their market. It's not the same as the other person's market. You might not have the same issues in your town than the other driver has. And it's out of the driver's hand. It's called mismanaging the town. And that's what they're doing here. They're mismanaging it. The same thing with cell towers. Now that they're starting to build a single tower, and I don't know how long that's going to take, another couple of years to get it done. But until then, more people here with cell phones, more clutter, more problem with GPS, more problem to get a signal when you're trying to complete an order. Negligence. And Arizona is one of the top states of negligence. Big time. So I'll leave it there. You happen to be in a city, in the same state, but you're in a city, obviously you're going to have better signal. Obviously there'll be more stores. And it'll be more better stocked than other locations in the same state. But if it only works in the city and everybody makes the decision in the whole state and goes there, what happens? Oversaturation, clutter, and traffic, and you'd be lucky to get an offer after 2 hours with so many people there. They need to find a balance. This is 2025. People cannot understand that. Especially the mayors of these towns that don't grasp these serious things. Common sense and logic. How are we bringing in more than double the population and we're not expanding the infrastructure? How's that going to work? It will not work. And I'm seeing it. It's not working. Simple as that. But if you're in a location that for the past 6 years the population has not changed at all, you're doing all right. You're doing like you did 6 or 10 years ago. You're doing the same. Same people. And you have the same stores, but it's the same people. Not here though. Things have changed. It's out of a single driver out there that's working. It's out of their hands. They say, well, you can drive and go. Well, that's what everybody's doing. They're driving and going to the city. And that's getting oversaturated and clustered over there. That's not working either. And people who know Aaron's gig, and some of you might be subscribers to Aaron's gig, where he used to work almost 24/7, this guy, 7 days a week. Look at him lately, what he's doing. He's taking time off. Sometimes he's sitting around for an hour or two just to get one offer. Same location where he used to kill it. He used to kill it over there. He made a lot of orders with DoorDash, a lot of orders. And with Instacart, and even with Spark. Look at him lately, what's going on. And he's in the city area. If you wanted more evidence, there you go. It's right there. Enough said. So that's all I got for you guys. Let me know in the comments. Catch you guys later.